Ken hadn't firsthand. Right.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Hi, Ken.
Ken, would you like to make a proposal?
Ken, would you like to make a proposal?
Yes, I would. Is there an
Yes, I would.
Yes.
Yes, I would.
I don't know if I could speak against people reciting my words.
I don't like speaking against people reciting my words.
Let's try.
I'm just going to get straight to the point here.
I'm just going to get straight to the point here.
I think that this Occupy movement will be, in the end, like I think Shakespeare said, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.
Full of sound and fury,
signifying nothing. Signifying sound and fury.
Signifying nothing.
Signifying nothing.
Signifying nothing.
Unless it does what you have to do. If you are going to change a system based on political parties. And I think that will allow you, I'm getting used to this, to realize what direction I'm going.
In what direction I'm going?
So I think that this movement should either ally itself with an existing political party, which in fact is not really what I think. And I think it should form a new political party. Now, and it needs to be a socialist party. Socialist parties are prepared to abandon the rule.
Only socialist parties are prepared to abandon the rule
Exercised over us by the rich and powerful. All other political parties in Canada kowtow the rich and powerful. Now, I do not suggest the Socialist Party of Ontario, which many of you may know, I represented in the last provincial election. With successfully competing for the bottom vote. I mean the smallest number of votes. And the reason for that is the provincial party. There needs to be a federal socialist party. Now, I think this Occupy movement is very well positioned to set up a socialist party. Because I believe, from what I see, that you are socialists at heart. Now, I should, however, say there is some hope for the NDP. Which when I joined it, I was part of the CCF before it, really. But I was part of CCF, which was a socialist party. Which brought us Medicare. And when I participated in the New Party founding convention, I took it to be a socialist party. However, even then, I was a candidate in 1963, and I was cautioned not to say anything about socialism.
I was a candidate in 1963 and was cautioned.
Already the NDP was drifting away from socialism. Now,
Could I just ask?
Yes.
Could I just ask?
For your proposal.
Okay, well,
as a proposal.
Okay, well, and the proposal is this. I've already done it. That this party, this group, form a political party. That's essentially it.
The proposal is that this group should form a political party. Should form a political party.
And
a socialist federal party.
A socialist
Federal Party.
Okay, thank you.
We had a point of clarification.
Sorry, no, I think I missed that.
All right. Good. I think Roy was next.
Roy.
I am Roy. May I recommend that during the next couple of weeks, we form a couple of important committees, working groups.
Form a couple of committees, working groups.
Number one is fundraising. And we have plenty of people who can go. We have plenty of people who can go
And we have plenty of people who can go
out to supporters. Number two, we need a group to look for sites for possible occupations. And they will need to do a lot of searching. So that we pick the sites for maximum value for everybody.
Yeah.
Yep.
My idea
My
is to find a routine
is to find a routine
General Assembly
General Assembly
meeting spot.
meeting spot.
So that's location and time.
So
So that's location and time.
Be it weekly,
Be it weekly,
daily, twice a day.
twice a day.
So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Are there any other proposals?
Are there any other proposals?
We have one.
We have
All right.
Right.
Okay, I agreed with the gentleman there about forming political parties, but the major,
I agree with the gentleman over there about forming political parties,
but the major problem
the major problem
is educating the masses.
is educating the masses.
There are
There are
thousands of groups and organizations.
thousands of groups and organizations.
The only way to get this going
The only way to get this going
is to unite everybody.
is to unite everybody.
Once the major
Once the
problems
major-
go away,
Once the major problems go away,
everybody's grievances will fall in line.
everybody's grievances will fall in line.
There was a point of clarification
There's a point of clarification
from Marie.
from Marie.
Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
just wondered, when are we going to vote on these proposals?
I just wondered
I just wondered
when we're going to vote on these proposals.
when we're going to vote on these proposals.
Or is there a vote?
Or is
Is there a vote?
I would like to invite
I would like to invite
everybody with proposals
Everybody with proposals
to put them on the table,
to put them on the table,
and then we will look at each of those proposals
and then we will look at each of those proposals
and start with what I call
and start with what I call
a temperature check,
a temperature check,
which is where people
which is where people
agree, disagree,
agree or disagree,
and we get a general sense
and we get a general sense
of how much discussion
of how much discussion
will be necessary
will be
to
necessary
move forward on that proposal.
to move forward on that proposal.
Are people comfortable with that as a process?
Are people comfortable with that as a process?
Are there any more proposals?
Are there any more proposals?
Joe has a proposal.
In Peterborough,
In Peterborough,
we have a huge
we have a huge
problem with poverty.
problem with poverty.
There are
There are
several people in our community
several people in our community
who have to sleep rough.
who have to sleep rough.
Year after year,
Year after year,
we are faced with
we are faced with
the problem of finding
the problem of finding
proper, comfortable, safe
proper, comfortable, safe
accommodation
accommodations
for people
for people
who are hard to serve.
who are hard to serve.
That's the quote. I hate that term. They are wonderful human beings
They are wonderful human beings
who need our help.
who need our help.
So I propose
So I propose
that we solve this problem.
Solve this problem.
The government, all three levels, have not been able to do it.
Have not been able to do it.
I think we, as human beings, can probably find a way to house 3 or 4 people who get kicked out of regular accommodation. So I propose that we form a little group, a little phalange, and that we in some way occupy the land in such a way that these people feel protected. That's it.
Are there any more proposals?
Are there any more proposals?
I propose a subcommittee on promotions and advertisement of the Occupy group.
On promotions and advertisement of the Occupy group.
Yes, good idea.
Are there any more proposals?
Are there any more proposals?
We have Sean and Miles.
I propose in an effort to grow our numbers, to form a working group, to do outreach with the labor movement, to build our numbers amongst working people, in Peterborough.
We have Miles as well.
I propose that we follow Roy's proposal to figure out long-term occupation spaces, but also in this season of consumption, perform smaller actions, more focused, and more quickly deployed, to bring awareness to this struggle. Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome.
One more proposal.
I propose the creation of a facilitators committee, so that anyone in the group can learn how to facilitate. That's it. That's it.
Ryan has a proposal.
I've had all kinds of trouble with the agency called CMHA. And I was wondering if we could occupy them.
Yeah. We have one more proposal.
I recognize there's a lot of individual movements. But I hope that at this first GA, if we could focus on setting the foundation for sustainability, such as setting up communication and committees, so that this group can have a long-term goal of working towards these different opinions and movements. So talking about communication committees, site committees, and different necessities.
Communication committees, site committees.
Different necessities, whatever those may be, I don't have that kind of experience.